I'm live on YouTube. Hey, YouTube, we should be live. I don't know what's going on with Twitch. Just there it goes. Okay, that's working. Just getting a few things set up here for the stream. Boy, might be a good one to wait for a few people to show up actually, because I'm probably gonna have to explain what I'm doing many times. Uh, it's Project Gorgon. Oh, I disconnected. We can fix it. Okay. So I'm gonna wait a second here before I get into things, because I am thinking that people are really going to be wondering what I'm doing and how to do it. I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of surveys. See if I experimented with this tool a little bit earlier. I never noticed there's like a horseshoe above the tavern here. Is it just a circle? It's just I think it's just a circle. Kind of weird, just this random, these other circles. My character look like he's in combat right now. Oh, an Ursula spawned. That happens. Okay, so this survey tool, you can see this red and green bar here, and this purple bar over here. It's a little easier to see when I go to this blank inventory spot. This is an overlay, and I've got the link in the description if you're interested in looking at it right now. But you have to make sure to get the latest version. You can get through the GitHub, and installing it was a little bit tricky because I have two monitors, and it kept wanting to jump over to the other monitor. But you gotta align this up with the map, and then when you do surveys, it will put it on the map, figure out where your survey is in the inventory window, and then tell you the best route to run to pick up all these surveys, and it tells you which survey is which as you run around. If you've ever done surveys, that is very valuable to do all that. Make sure I've got an editable random survey here that I want to randomly use. I actually need a bunch of onyx. Which probably won't be that hard to get doing this. So I'm taking all my surveys and I'm going to put them into their own folder to make this easier to look at. So we got 10 Serval White. We're going to do 10 Serval Blue. When I tested this earlier, it'll do 10. I think you can set the rows to be larger. But I'm wondering if you can do multiple rows. I haven't tested that yet. So that's going to be the first thing I'm going to test here is I'm going to make these first couple. Stop there. Okay. And then the reset button. So what you do is you select where you're going to be at. So if you were currently at the carpal tunnels, you would do that. So the tavern, I'm already here at the tavern. So there we got a red marker roughly in the spot. I think it depends on where I'm standing. Now I'm noticing it's going like this. Okay, I think I need to do it in order. That's something to learn. Make sure you do it in order. What just happened? Oh, I see. I got a tavern again. Okay. Now. This is crazy. How good this is. Just automatically putting the markers is nice. So, it looks like it's working. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going. Make the other 5 I wanted to make. I'm going to try doing 30 at a time. You do, like, as many as your inventory allows for, I guess. Wow, I'm running out of inventory space. I don't need to do this. I can just put on my gear. There we go. That'll do it. Having inventory gear is really nice. 3 more. And then I'm worried I'm going to be going through so many of the ruby crystals. I'm going to do the ruby crystal surveys too. These paints shouldn't be there. Alright, and then 10 of these. I do legitimately think if I make a video on this and it does well, it might actually break the game's economy at the current rate. Like, a bunch of new players are going to be able to get a bunch of money really quick with gems and mining stuff. And then the mining and jewel crafting professions will be even easier to do. So, okay, we want to make sure to line this up. this up. Somehow making more than 10. Okay. Let restart. We hit tavern. We hit all these buttons. Wow. All right. Now we hit start, and this is probably going to take a second. And then it should show me right here. This one is this one, and you just follow it. Whatever the yellow marker is. Almost like I want to put a timer up right now. How long does it take me to do 30 surveys with this? Okay. Starting a timer. Oh. It's probably going to have me go around here and then over here and then down this way or something. We'll see. I could have my chat somewhere so you can kind of see what I'm getting. Oh, run away without picking this up. There, you can see I got blue spinel and some ruby crystal. And these are blue, white, and ruby that I've mixed all up together. Doesn't matter. Hey, Jamps D3. Howdy. I'm making some money. Which at this point I should be doing like 50 surveys at a time. 10 surveys in 3 minutes. Need some food. My power keeps running down. This one in the water. You gotta go all the way down to the bottom when it's in the water. Okay. It's weird, it went off the map for a second, I guess. It's really helpful for those underwater spots. Casual, I guess you can have some Cerebral Hill surveys. Uh, the ruby dust? Ruby dust? You mean the ruby crystal, the crystal walls? Or like, having ruby dust? Yo, Lunatic, yeah, if you check out my description in the YouTube stream, you should see a link to it on GitHub. But yeah, I'm testing it out today. This is the first time I'm using it. So I'm gonna make a video on it if I think it's useful, which it appears to be very, very useful. So I'll probably make a video on how to set it up and use it. There's a description on how to set it up on the GitHub, but I actually had some problems setting it up because I have 2 monitors and it was not working, and I had to like fool around with the settings. So I'll mention that too when I make a video, like to make it work right. Well, you do need ruby wall crystals to do every mineral survey, so you need them. Like I'm starting to run out of them. I should get a bunch because I just did a bunch of ruby surveys, or I'm currently doing ruby surveys. So yeah, I mean, I've sold some of them. I think when I had excess, I just sold them. Maybe there's something better to do with them, but it could be probably give them as gifts as well. Uh, nice lunatic. MMO, especially this kind of thing where you're just going around picking up crafting mats and stuff. It's pretty good for like background watching material. Yeah, look, I already had all this. Ignore these because I already had these. I did like 3 surveys before I did this today, so almost all these gems are from just now. I think these 5 onyx were from me earlier, but that's other than that, this is all from me just now. Gotta go. Nice. Uh, there's a girl back in Cerebral Hills at the Tapestry Inn. She's the one in the far corner next to the bookshelf. I forget what her name is. You might have to raise her favor up a little bit, but you need ink and parchment, and that's how you make your first surveys. The traditional way to do a survey is you click on it, it shows you where it is, and then you put a pin, and then you run out there to pick it up. If you have multiple surveys, you put out multiple pins, and then you gotta figure out how to go. You know, what's the best direction to go there. This saves you, like, it's not too annoying to do it by yourself, but this obviously saves you a decent amount of time. Like, it looks like I'm gonna have this in maybe like 12 minutes or so. I'll have done 30 surveys. And about the same time, I think I'll probably usually do like 10. So that's pretty significant, I guess. And I think, really, I could be doing like 50 surveys at a time, and they'd be closer together, and I'd be like doing even more surveys. Jamie, that sounds right, casual. Yeah, Jamie sounds right. Yeah, the bookshelves in the corner. Yeah, across from Shield guy. Where am I going? Wow, I'm just like running around on autopilot, just going inside. Follow the yellow marker. At this rate, I should actually be doing a combination of mineral and mining surveys, and just loading up my bags with surveys. The reset for the week happen yet on the vendors? Does anybody know? I logged in earlier. If you guys saw, there was a in-game event kind of for the developer that passed away. People were just standing around giving out buffs and doing a bunch of like animation things. I made a. I didn't want to make like a video out of it because I figured that might not be in good taste. But I made a short out of it just to show it. Oh, interesting. Okay, this I might be able to get this one. Oof. This is like actually off the map. This might be toast. Yeah, I don't think that one works. Oh no, that's gonna mess up everything now. Okay, actually. So what I can do, hit restart, and then tell it that I'm at the crypt exit, and then just do these again. You have different timers for different vendors. One resets over 6 days. Hey, Thundershade, yeah, I have tried Monsters and Memories. I have a live stream up of it. I had a lot of bugs, so was not a good experience whatsoever. They were very like in the first 5 minutes game-breaking bugs that caused me not to be able to hit my buttons, which means I couldn't play at all. So I gave up. I don't think I hit the start button. There we go. There we go. Nice. Some probably reset. Oh, interesting. They don't necessarily reset at the same time. Okay. MM was mega buggy. Yeah. I also like really don't like the NPC interactions where you have to like type to him, and I like it's not that like the NPCs should say something when you interact with them, even if it's nothing. They should be like, "I don't understand what you said," instead of saying nothing. Which so Like, it goes from feeling partying there for hours. Well, I was playing a Shadow Knights, so maybe it was just Shadow Knights that were bugged, but like your main ability would just stop working uh, if you cast magic, and then if you cast magic, or if you use your main ability, your main melee ability, then your magic just stopped working. It just couldn't play. Uh, yeah, I do think the NPC interaction is kind of weird because it's supposed to be like more immersive that you have to talk to the NPCs, but because they only respond to specific commands, it actually makes them less realistic because they they don't they don't respond to the stuff you say at all unless you say the right thing, which I find that completely breaks the immersion. It makes it feel like I'm playing a video game instead of exploring a world and talking to people. But maybe they can. I feel like they should straight up add AI into it. Like where Winds Meet did that, people seem to like it. Welcome back, Madeline. Thank you. Vendors reset once a week after you first sell to them. That's interesting. Oh yeah, lunatic. I know. Yeah, jumping on water. I don't necessarily do it uh, all the time. I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna have to gift because I don't think I have room. Oh, I do. I have 47 vendor cash on him. Okay, we're making some money. Goshenite. I've never heard of that. Cool. I think I need quartz for. Oh my gosh, it's 100 each. I could put all this on my vendor stall too. Keep an onyx. Jeez. I spent like 3K to make those surveys, and I got almost 10K back. You don't really like the NPC interaction, but I probably just ignore that portion and just interact with the player base. Yeah, um, like if my class worked and didn't kept bugging out over and over, and like I had to like log in and out to like get it to reset and stuff, I probably would have kept playing. But the fact that my character couldn't even attack stuff correctly, uh, right away, like at level 1, was pretty bad, or level 2, typically. Was Yeah, that was not fun. Okay, so well, casually, you have no internal dialogue. That's interesting. Lunatic. We all know some players are also NPCs in real life. Yeah, yeah. Casually, yeah, I've heard that before. That like a certain amount of people don't have like an internal monologue or whatever going on in their head. Because yeah, when I'm thinking about stuff in real life, I'm if I'm thinking about like, oh, what do I need to go buy at the grocery store? I'm like talking to myself inside my head. But I heard some people don't do that. Like, it's kind of interesting that you must think. I don't know how you think without talking to yourself, but maybe it's actually more efficient to not to be able to think without talking to yourself. But Thunder Shade, I tried it just for the fuss. Still play just Horizon MMO. It's too perfect MMO. Oh, interesting. I haven't heard of Horizon. Is it a private server for Final Fantasy 14, but it's capped at level 75? wait, it's not 14. It's 11. Oh, okay. Okay. One of my friends, Mr. Bear, he streams. He plays a ton of 12 or 11, and I have. It's definitely different. I think there's like a lot more clicking you have to do with some of the stuff, but he was like farming endgame stuff he's been doing. I think some of the people in his guild can like they're like they multi-box and they solo some of the endgame content. But yeah, it's capped so it plays it like the game it did to this 5. Yeah, it's like a classic Final Fantasy. Oh, Thundershade! Oh my gosh, Mr. Bear! No way. I think I've only seen your YouTube name before. Yeah, man. If you want, you can watch my live stream of Monsters and Memories, but I didn't like it. I played the Quinfall this weekend as well, and I don't like it. It just feels like a ripoff of Black Desert, and then a lot of. I had again a game-breaking bug very early on whenever I'd go into the menus, so I couldn't change the settings because I would end up like like I couldn't press any buttons. Like the menu was over top my whole game, and it wouldn't go away. So I stopped playing that as well. Alright, so I should probably doing a mixture of surveys here, so I'm gonna do a bunch more of the white mineral surveys. Probably more than anything. Our college roommates played Final Fantasy 11 a lot. You might still. Yeah, I think it's Final Fantasy 11 is pretty unique. So if you like it, there's probably not a whole lot of other MMOs that are too similar. So you probably would play it for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna get 20 of these. It costs 2,000 just for the parchment. Holy cow! 20 of those. 20 basic. I'm gonna be needing more ruby wall crystals, so might as well make 10 of those. So I need 7 more simple, and then 10 more basic, and then I can do some of the mining surveys. It'd be nice. Are there no mining surveys? I think the Etzebul to do mining survey. Actually, probably swap over then to Etzebul. Actually, if I'm mining in geology is up to 27, I should be doing Etzebul for sure. Um, Geology. Okay, so something. I need to get this to. Oh, 27. I got 32. All right, we're good on geology. Mining has to get to 27. 26. Okay, so what do I have to do for mining then? It to be good. Mining 15. Okay. Let's buy 8 more good parchments. Alright. I'm swapping over. I'm going to do 10 of these. I gotta go to Etzebul, that makes sense. And then I should probably do a mixture. So I should do looking at these. Right, I gotta get to that. Okay. So I definitely have the basic parchment and basic ink for 10 of those. This is basic. This is basic. Let's do 25 of each. 20. So I need 5 more basic parchment. And then I have 30 ink, so I have 5 extra. And the mining surveys. 5 extra, so I need 20 more basic ink. And the add-on doesn't help you with making the surveys. And then 15 more good parchments. I buy the wrong ink. 20 basic ink now. So I should have 25 good. Did I buy more basic than I needed? Alright, whatever. Just spent like 5k on the materials just to make these. Alright, so that's a mule. It's super old. I don't know how to change. I guess I missed your message there, Mr. Bear. You learned autopsy and then pathology. Yeah, it's too much smooth. It's kind of funny. I have a skill called autodidactism. What? Psychology is really funny though. It's got like tell me about your mother. Strike a nerve, cause terror, pep talk. Some funny abilities. Remember in Final Fantasy XI, players hide a ton of mobs across the map. Kill everybody who's zoned in. Oh yeah, you could do that with a few stuff in World of Warcraft too back in the day, but this one's kind of hard because the map looks different. I haven't explored the whole map here, so hopefully this is accurate. 25. 25. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna take a bio break while these are crafting. I'll be back in a second. Training is a problem, but it doesn't happen anymore on Horizon. It's also completely free and a great. Oh, free is nice. Yeah, you're adopted. I think that's one of the ones you got to unlock from a trainer or something. This ridiculous. I think like the animal form started off as a joke too. Like there was like a curse that would turn you into the cow, and the people were like, we want to play as cows for, or they would get turned into cows and they would just walk around as cows for a long period of time, and the devs were like, all right, you know what, screw it, we'll just make the cow a class. People want to play it so bad, and then suddenly more animals. Be back. 5 more. Okay. Just realized I don't have 25 of these, and we can make... Well, no wait, I might be able to make 25. That's how the RNG goes. Victor Gomez telling me about you, but yeah, that's one of the abilities. There's a lot of weird ones. I don't have all the abilities. I'm missing a bunch of them because I haven't leveled this up too much. I've used it a little bit. Level 13. Might be able to get the 25 out of this. Yes, it immediately consumes one. Oh yeah, 49 in surveying, but I can't use the level 49 surveys. Look at my geology up. Matthew Godfrey. Oh, add-ons. Hopefully not unmanned macros. No, no macros on this add-on. It's just an overlay. The add-on reads your combat log or your chat log because when you do surveys, it puts it into the chat log where the survey is located. You do have to make sure that you have some of the settings set up correctly. To make sure I'm in Etibule. I'm about to start a run here. I'm doing 50 surveys at one time. See how that goes. See if it's a mess or not. It's gonna fill up the map with a bunch of dots and then tell me where to go to. Which means I can make a ton of money in a very small amount of time. Just selling to vendors. Let alone, like, I could sell to players, too. Yeah, not like a... It's not like a robot or anything like that. I tested this with 30 earlier, so now we're trying 50. This is a little crazy. So you gotta line these lines up with your map and your inventory. You know, AC had full-on botting. Yeah, I did hear a lot of people who were talking about Ashes Creation having a lot of bots. So now I tell it where I'm coming. Choose the Cerebral Portal, and then click on everything. It automatically puts a dot. And then the add-on remembers which survey is which when you're running around. It highlights the correct one to go to next. If you've ever done surveys, you'll realize right away how crazy this is. And this is quadrupling how much money I can make. It does require the VIP, so kind of pay to win. But apparently they were already talking about swapping out the chat logs so that non-VIP could use it specifically because of stuff like this. Bro, the bots were still playing after the game imploded? Oh, that's funny. A lot of time those people are gold farmers or stuff. I know a few people back in the day that would they'd use fish bots or something on their personal accounts, but okay, so now you hit play and it's supposed to automatically tell you where to go. It'll have a yellow marker on the first one, and there it is. So here we go. About to make like 20k gold or something. Ashes of Creation closing. Yeah, it's more than closing. It's the company pulled out. So the developers seem to be kind of left out to dry. And the company that owns it just pulled out of everything. Steven pulled a Steven. Hey, Pretoria nerd. I'm a rich nerd today. I'm getting so many gemstones. So I just come over here and I hit this button. And I hit this button. Stop attacking me. Okay. Alright, alright. It'll be like this. Yeah, that's what you get. Alright, moving on. Slow down a little by getting attacked. There's chat logs for VIP. I forgot to even look. Info after buy. Yeah, it gives you combat logs and chat logs. So it's like sometimes I'll leave combat on here, which is kind of nice. You're like really trying to figure out what your character's doing. Okay, this is going to be a lot. Yeah, I was going to say, okay, weird, it doesn't want me to go to this one. It wants me to go to this one. I'll trust it. Trust it. I mean, most MMOs are going to charge you a monthly subscription anyways. The free-to-play ones will give you like extra inventory space, which is exactly what Gorgon does. Hey, John Marson. Yeah, man, it's super crazy. I do have a link to the GitHub in the YouTube video description, so you should be able to see that. I am planning on making a video on how to set this up for yourself and use it. So if you do have any confusion and stuff, keep a lookout on my channel. Like, follow, subscribe, and you should see that video soon. Probably make it tomorrow or Tuesday. And yeah, this is so useful. I definitely have to make a video. There is somebody, there is a video, a little bit older video, somebody setting this up. But there's like, he sets it up and it's like, if everything works correctly the first time, the video is great. But if you have any kind of like troubleshooting you need to do, the video doesn't explain anything. So I'm gonna kind of explain that. Because I had some problems setting it up. It took me a while to figure out. Especially if you use like two monitors, it doesn't work if you use two monitors, so you have to mess with the settings. But I figured it out. I feel like most people use two monitors today. You've been needing metal for cheese? Cheese making uses metal? Cheese making sounds like it's like the most complicated skill in the game. Hey, Stardust! A video to help with motherlode mining in Kerr would be helpful too. Yeah, I haven't gotten out there yet, but I think I'm gonna be I'm gonna be able to do a lot of the mining in the game very soon. This add-on does work for motherlodes, by the way. However, motherlodes are random points, and so it requires you to run around to like triangulate the location, and then the add-on works. So I'll have to test that out too, but that's a good point. I wonder if I can work up to motherlodes. I can almost do motherlodes. I just need to raise up my geology and mining higher. That's a really good point. Thanks for mentioning that. Taking notes, Brisbane TV. Nice, nice. A follow from Postwec NW. Welcome. Oh, I'm guessing you used to play New World. I played New World on release. My guild was tiny. We had like 5 people in my guild. Seriously, but we owned a territory. Like early on. We were so good, just the 5 of us, that we were helping other people claim territories, and they gave us money because they felt They needed to, because we won them so many matches. I was on Towley's server in New World, and like we were kicking Towley's ass. We were fighting Bajir. I was actually playing with Bajira and Towley a little bit too, because we were helping them gear up. We gave them territories in New World, and that was fun. Eventually they had PvP everywhere, like Asheron's Call. I don't really expect there to be much PvP in this game. There is like a potion in the game. You drink it, and then you turn on PvP for 5 minutes. There is a very unique thing in this game where you get experience for dying. And every once in a while, people run PvP events, so you can get unique dying experience, because when you die to like specific things, it counts as different experience. And the first time you do something in this game, you usually get bonus experience. So dying to like a player's fireball versus like a tank's attack or something will get you different amounts of experience. But it's not like you're going around doing arenas and stuff. Oh, Stardust, you're asking about motherloads in chat. Yeah, I don't know how motherloads are supposed to work without the add-on, but I've read how it works with the add-on. So, sounds like you would have to triangulate the location of the motherload yourself, which people don't do that in real life without like complicated tools and stuff. So, I don't know. Isn't there a PvP seller? Yes. If you know where the Mantid quest is, there's actually 2 PvP locations that you can go to. The one in Serble Keep is the southeast house. There's a portal that brings you to like the basement of the house. And then the casino, the arena in the casino where NPCs will duke it out and you can bet on them. As long as there's none of the NPCs are currently fighting, you can jump in there, and supposedly that's a PvP arena as well. I've jumped in there and nobody's ever jumped in with me, so nothing happened. The only time I PvP'd in this game was against a mage, who I'm pretty sure was a lot higher than me, and he just one-shot me. And I'm a tank, so it was like, okay, can't really do much. So this is interesting. It had me like come up here, and now it's having me come back down. It should be giving me the shortest route possible. Even if it's like not super accurate on the route, it's close enough. It seems like it's super accurate, so. In Asherons, you'd swear Shrine of an Evil God could play other people. Oh yeah. I played some games that are like pure PvP based. Like I kind of enjoy most MMOs, even if they're like a weird concept. But Throne of Liberty I was really big into last year, and that was super heavy PvP oriented. The only problem, same problem with New World, is that the high-end PvP was only experienced by like 1% of the player base. I was that 1% of the player base, but is not really fair for all the other people that never get to participate in some of that's like the really big PvP matches, like the 50 versus 50, 100 versus 100. Oh, Matthew, meet you in the casino area, yeah? What level are you? I'm level 65 roughly. Are you on the Erythrex server? I'm happy to do some PvP. That's unique death XP, man. It's actually worth it. Be like Hank. Hey, yeah. I don't know if there's a VOD on my Twitch, but yes, I just played Monsters and Memories. I think on Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. You can watch my VOD of that if you want. I ran into some bugs pretty early on that stopped me, so I did not play for very long. I basically, when I would use one of my melee ability, I was playing a Shadow Knight. When I'd use one of my melee abilities, it would stop me from using my magic abilities, and vice versa. And I, like, even it would let me use it, and then it would just like stop all of a sudden. Like I could use it on like one target, and then the second target, it stopped working, and I had to log out to fix it. So after that happened a lot, I just stopped playing. You'd steamroll me, but you're on the newest server. Okay. I don't know, like, so I'm really tanky, but I think if you're a mage and you just like cast your like really big attack on me, or like any kind of class with like high burst damage, it's gonna do a lot of damage. I do have really high mitigation. I have more than this actually because I'm not wearing my proper gear. But yeah, I have 372 and 560. So any physical damage, I reduce it by a lot. But if you hit me with a nice strong magic damage spell, I'm dead. Nice. But yeah, PvP is not really balanced in this game at all. It's nice too that you can walk around, or you can move around your inventory and just go back and keep farming. Oh yes, yeah, Hank, I've raided you a couple times. Yeah, man, I usually try to raid. I'm not like a huge streamer myself, but I usually try to raid somebody small and somebody that's like actively talking to their chat versus somebody that's. I've raided somebody before and they like didn't respond at all. It's like, oh, okay, well that's fun. Mike, thanks for the subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate it. Your YouTube name is just Mike? Just how did you get just Mike? It's like getting like Mickey Mouse or something. Nightshade, is this Lord of the Rings online? Looks like a 2006. Yeah, it does have a very old look and feel to it. That's funny because your name is one of the really important NPCs in the game is named Nightshade. It has a very old look to it. The character models look slightly newer than the terrain. It reminds me of RuneScape a little bit, but like 3D. More 3D. Okay, fire spider. Do not mess with me when I'm collecting. I started out with 50 of these surveys, right? Holy cow! I must have so many gems right now. We'll look at my harvest later. This too, if you're trying to like farm as much stuff as you can, you could be sitting here like actively paying attention. But throw up Netflix or something on another monitor while you're doing this, and the add-on really makes it so you can just turn your brain off. You might probably don't want to do that one of the higher level zones, depending on your level. It's like every once in a while I'm getting hit by some of this stuff. But even like Serble Hills at low level, if you did this, as long as you had a mount, you make a ton of money. Councils, ton of councils. Two on top of each other here? There are. Wow, look at that. Bro, full dragon mode. Gotta check out my gems. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I made the YouTube thumbnail. I used some AI to make like take my character and put him with a bunch of gems and reading a scroll, and that's what it made. Was this gemmed out character? We get to the bottom of the water. Oh no, this is probably the worst part of slowing you down is the swimming. Hop over the water here. I gotta update my endurance. I gotta update my riding. Like you gotta pay the trainer. I think about 20k for a lot of the secondary skills. Something I gotta do. It's great that I'm like getting all this money, but I am gonna be spending it way faster than I'm getting it. What is this horse doing, dude? Get out of here! You're gonna drown! Pyrite? I feel like that's kind of silly to get pyrite as a bonus. Seahorse spawn? Hell yeah. I don't know if there are any, like, water mounts. There are some, like, bonuses you can get to moving on top of water with your mount. On the... like the saddle or something. I'll put this back now. Rare variety of seahorse, yes. Make sure you're stopped moving before you hit your survey button. So that was 50 surveys, and that didn't take much time at all. Yeah, you throw up a Netflix movie, hour and a half later, you have 100K. Like, it's nuts. Maybe 100K is a little bit overestimate, but like 50K easily. Probably a lot. 75K maybe is more conservative estimate. Come on. There we go. All right, let's check out this here haul. I had like 6 of these. Now I have 49, and probably, I think a few more of these were extra. Some onyx. Got the spider legs. 12 lapis lazuli. 20 fluorite. 10 carnelians. Quartz. A diamond. I get saltpeter from doing that? No, that's probably from one of the fire spiders. Diamond's only valued at 100, but I'm sure it sells to players for a lot more. Yeah, so... I don't think Jub has much. Let's go back to the dude in Serble. That was good. It took me around in a circle almost. Are there any sea monsters? I haven't seen any underwater. I think there might be... Somebody's talking about sharks, but that might be just some rumors. Like certain areas, if you swim out far enough, there's sharks. Actually, there might be sharks out by Rahu. I'm not sure if they're monsters or if you just pick them up like fish. The Ranalaga Ding Dongs. The Ronlin Den has a repeatable quest you can do at about like level 30. That's pretty nice. I think I want to keep this. No. Oh, they are just like other fish. Okay. Yeah. So I think I was at like 17k. Spent 5. It was about 13k. So what about the other races? Well, you can be a human, an elf, and a Rakasha, like a cat person right now. If you get to the Fey realm, there's a way to unlock the fairies as a playable class. There was some rumors about the orc race being released recently, but there's no way to know how it unlocks at the moment until somebody figures it out. But that might just be rumors. But there are supposed to be orcs and dwarves coming out later, so that'll be cool. About to try Frogmen Den after I'm done growing these bluebells. Nice. If you don't know, you can right-click on a flower and it gives you a hour-long buff. Gives you more maximum power. Nature appreciation. Okay. So. 2,000. Okay. So I had yeah. I just sold about 10k. I'm still only making like it costs about 5k to make all this. So I'm only making like 5k. I'm making like double in profit whenever I'm selling. Technically, I guess I could make more than 50, right? I can make I have 69 inventory slots right now. I can get more inventory slots by equipping this thing. Now I have 99 inventory slots. I could theoretically do 100 at a time. Need more inventory space than that, though. I still have... Like, I can give him more gems at some point, but I can bleed all of his vendor cash down. That's 30k. Before I do that, one of the reasons I'm doing this was I want to get Onyx. Oh, I didn't even sell any of my metal slabs. I made 10k, but I didn't sell any of the metal slabs, so that would have been... What, these are valued at 50 each? I don't know. Probably would have gotten at least another 2,500 or so. So spend 5k, get 7.5k or whatever back. Yeah, 100 at a time. No, it doesn't. You guys notice there was an update today and some of the textures are different? Like the sand and stuff here looks different. I forget what, like it was like darker or something before. The paths are easier to see now. Hey, Raven Shay, thanks for the follow on YouTube. Yeah, I did, Jamps. I just sold some. I had like 7 obsidian. I don't know. Yes, here you go. Obsidian collected. Also found serpentine. Yeah. I think it's kind of out of how many? I did 25 mineral surveys. So out of 25 minerals, I got 7 back. So actually, nothing about it. Yeah. So I only sold gems. So and I didn't sell any of my onyx. So 25 got me roughly 10k. Is that what it was? Yeah. So it really got closer to like 12, maybe even 15k if I had sold. Well, it should have been double that, roughly, if I sold everything. So, means if you do 50 mineral surveys, you should get back 20k. Spending 5k to make it. Okay, that's a really good return. Okay. Yeah, 15k for the time it takes. I could be going into the Goblin Dungeon here, 15 minutes, come back with like 10k, go into the Hogan's Basement over here, another 15 minutes, like 10, 12k. But this is probably more consistent. It's not. You don't have to worry about a cooldown like the Goblin Dungeon. Other dungeons are on. Whoa, they're on either a 3 or 24-hour cooldown. Really, this should be the thing: is every time there's a reset for your vendors, and they can be sold gems, you do survey or metal slabs. You do surveys, sell it all at the beginning of the weekend, like a Monday or Tuesday, or whenever it resets for you. So this is the vendor, Lamashu. She teaches you plus 50 endurance. And I need 50 endurance just to equip level 65 plus gear. So, not every piece of gear I think requires that, but some do. Like this only requires shield and staff, but some gear requires endurance. Not to mention having endurance is just good in general, because I think it gives you like armor regen, gives you more dig deep levels. Yeah, inventory slots, run a breath, armor regen. Plus 10 to metabolism, that's actually huge, because that means you can use more consumables in combat. Ooh, I can get Winter Hue, okay. My foraging is getting up there. Can't do that in combat. Can I do it at all? 7 more, okay. I'll get the mining experience. Oh yeah, what did my mining go up to? If that went up to 27... 28. Okay, great. I can do the next tier. I should probably find a fire before I do that, though. Yeah, I think the ruby wall is just like the default thing for surveys. For a lot of the mineral surveys. It gives so much foraging XP, it's hard to skip up. Oh no! Get some of this cartography and writing experience if I can. Crazy, I'm not. There should be a tick for writing experience through here. Whatever. Alright, so... She also teaches Stake the Heart, by the way, which lets you stun some undead. Corporal undead. zombies and vampires and stuff. Good foraging from the orc camps. Yeah, I have not. Level 40 plus, I have barely explored. I feel like the Kerr Mountains and stuff like it. Like, just haven't had a whole lot of reason to be out here. I'm getting more and more reasons to be out here. So I need close friends favor level, which I think just requires this next. So gift. Okay, that worked. Nice. There's all my money gone. Okay, cool. So now else I gotta look at, see, like, what else do I have that's capped? So, it's not capped, not capped. Like anatomy. Anatomy's capped. Where do I get anatomy levels? I didn't spell anatomy right. Oh, wait. It's weird, it doesn't say in the wiki where you unlock anatomy levels. You're trying to get gear drops and money, but no unarmed stuff dropping with money, huh? Matthew Godfrey, you ever something the possibility around the follow time? You mean like in real life? I mean, I think the idea is that at any point, if somebody does start a nuclear war, we would be in a fallout situation. Okay, yes, I'm not really sure how to get an enemy higher level. $50 of 50. So, yeah, armor patching and first aid, I think. I guess are both going to come from the same place, or both going to need upgraded. Aryan in the Amari Desert. How much does it cost? 50,000 councils, and you need comfortable. Comfortable's not that bad, but wow, 50k councils. Yeah, America is closer to annexing Canada than ever before. Oh, that's how it started. That's funny. I did hear it's like Alberta or something. Which I kind of did want to become part of the United States. But it like similar to like Puerto Rico, so they didn't have to pay the taxes. Calligraphy is something I need to level up more too. Not to use it, but to unlock sigil crafting later on. Riding. That's a big one. Riding. I should look that up. How do I unlock riding? Casual. I haven't seen too many of the green thumb potions myself. I think the big thing is if you combine them with the seasonal item, whatever is in season, it's a bunch of Like you grow one thing and you get like 3 or 4 back. I'll say, so my Thander, who also teaches level 1 riding if you don't get a horse for free, it's another 20,000 councils. Alright, cool. Well, in that case, let's head back to... I'm going to teleport back to Servo. Teleport. Yeah, Matthew, when you're growing or growing anything, I guess, in your gardening skill, I think usually vegetables, there is a almanac in the casino. If you go through you know how to get into the casino, there's the employee entrance, and it's right there. As soon as you come in, it's right on your left on a table. And it tells you, I'm not sure if it's like a weekly or a daily or a monthly thing, but depending on the season, and in each zone, each map has a different season. Um, Something can have a chance to grow extra, I think, when you get more from it. The PvP house is over here, by the way. You go inside, there's a portal. There's also Samanthus in there, so don't get attacked by him. But yeah, there's the portal. Yeah, I haven't messed with it too much. But if you're going to be farming in bulk, then you definitely want to look at it. Also, if you notice, there's like all these extra trees since the most recent update. Some pretty sick twists. There's seasons. Somebody was talking about this in chat. I haven't experienced it because I haven't been there, but the Fey realm, apparently it doesn't have like traditional day-night cycles. I guess it's random how long the day or the night is. Yeah, so probably level blacksmithing now too with what I got. Yeah. Wi-Fi signals being zesty. Alright, so... Well, this guy looks pretty crazy. The dyes in the game are kind of funny. You can make these vibrant colors. It looks good. Like they don't match at all. This guy a little bit too, the red and the pink. They're probably not doing that on purpose. Like this guy looks like he kind of matches a little bit. This guy too, a little bit. This person not at all. Hey, this guy's got like a tuba. Oh, he's got a trombone! 10 internet points if you can tell me which Starfleet officer played the trombone. Are there rare collectibles to flex on friends with? There are pets and different mounts. For example, most people are riding on horses. I'm riding on what looks like an elk. So that's kind of rare. This guy's a blue spider. I've never seen a blue spider before. Thinking about it. So that's cool. I don't know how you do that. Oh boy, that's pretty... Chompy! Chompy throws down beer cakes here all the time. They're very high level of alcohol tolerance. Riker, that is correct. Casual attempts. Casual Dan attempts. Yeah, he plays the trombone a few times on TNG. Right? Yep. Well, you can glamour or whatever in this game really easily. So that's really nice. You can just apply glamour. It just costs one gold. So you can done it 8 times apparently. Like my trident isn't actually a trident. It's just a staff. It's actually a fire staff. Okay, you can't tell what it looks like anymore. It doesn't actually look like the icon. It looks kind of simple. Yeah. Have you seen any of Star Trek Academy? I have not seen it at all, but I was thinking about watching it just to laugh at it. Literally the coolest. Okay, so writing was from my Thander, 19,000 councils. The problem is getting up his rep is going to be problematic. All right, let's get the money, which shouldn't take long. Except I can't buy a whole lot of stuff. I just spent all my money. It's funny, the money I make is now limited by the money I have. What is this, capitalism? Straight out of Atlantis. Okay, so I can now do higher level surveys. Survey. Expert mining requires mining 27. And to be blue, require 27. Yeah, so these are the ones I want to do. Well, I can't make too many of the mining ones. Let's get 20 basic ink if I can. That should be cheap, actually, so. Oh my gosh, it's just basic. You can make so much money off of this. Oh, this shouldn't this shouldn't cost me much at all then to buy. And then I'm just making pure profit. I'm gonna get 30 more. 35 more. I can only purchase 25 at a time. Wow, I didn't know there was a limit. 10 more. And then basic parchment. I want 25. And then 10 more. Okay. If this costs this little, presumably you make more profit. Jeez. Alright, so add fuel, we go. Did my food already run out? Was that an hour? Wow. Gotta eat the level 3 meal. I don't think I want to use the snake. Are these mountains always in the background? These giant mountains? Or is that new? Okay, I'll make, I guess, 20 of those. Or as many as it lets me make. $50 surveying. Oh, that's gonna get capped. Wow, surveying's gonna get capped. That's crazy. I'm going capping it so fast. Urzab and Amaluna unlocks it. Okay. Luna is the walled town in Amari. She likes gems, so that makes that easy enough. Costs 20,000 council, so I need 20,000 for riding and 20,000 for more surveying. She's gonna get to make all of these. Might as well just wait for it to finish the rest of this. It's my geology and mining. 29, 34 geology. Why does it say +1 to glass blowing? Does glass blowing, does it actually exist? I thought that doesn't. I don't think that exists in the game. Almost done. Okay, so this time we have 65. Should theoretically be as easy as readjusting this. Putting up the map. Okay. Oh wait, actually, restart. Etibule, I'm at the cerebral portal. Okay, now. Born SVG is an unexplored on the map. No, so these are surveys, and so it tells you where a location of the metal or mineral is found on the map. This purple and red that you're seeing on the map is in like a third party overlay. Oh, you know surveys. Oh yeah. Um, so this is a tool that does the surveys for you, kind of. It it'll remember where each survey is in the inventory. You asked about the spots on the map you missed. Level 50, bro. I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean like the fog of war areas? I haven't like gone around and like cleared all the fog of war if that's what you're asking. I'm kind of confused. You would know that it's fog of war if you're level 50, so I'm not really sure what you're asking about. Fog of war. Get your inventory slots unless you did other maps for it. I have inventory gear, man. Don't need really don't need inventory slots anymore because I have so much gear that gives me inventory, like plus 60 slots from the inventory gear. But inventory would still be helpful. Are Toretsu the original server? Yeah. Can I come tuba you? I'm in the casino. Um, if you want to run over here, I was just next to somebody with a trombone a second ago. I'm doing. I haven't noticed surveying to get any increased experience from the buffs, unless you have like an actual like geology or uh, whatever mining or geology buff. Or do you mean give me a tuba? Because that would be awesome. But I have a harp, so I've got the second level of instruments. Oh, it's fun to follow people around a tuba then. Well, okay, I mean, I guess it's gonna be really annoying. I'm about to go do all these surveys, so bladder horn, technically. Oh, bladder. And so what I do kind of have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go to bio break. Yeah, if you run right over here, I'm just at the cerebral portal. Catch up, you always do. Fun fact, some other streamer of this banned me for asking too many questions. Why would they ban you for asking too many questions? If you're super popular, there'd be so many messages flying by that you wouldn't even see all the questions. All right, I need to hit the play button. Maybe I should stay over here. Before I do this, I have to hit the play button. Here we go. I don't know, I just closed the map to look at the map. There's so many dots that you barely need the actual map up. Never popular yet. The tops. Huh. Wasn't Ancient North, was it? North has been pretty cool. You might have gotten somebody that doesn't normally stream Gorgon and they run out the game or something. The other reason I banned people was because they were pretty clearly bots that were doing the like get more viewers from so and so. I don't know. That's weird. Like more chats means more engagement. Like if you guys just want to type in random letters constantly, it'll look really good for the analytics. Like even if you only have 50 people in your chat, if all 50 people are talking, then that's kind of incredible. I'm not sure if Twitch will like push your stream more, but it might. Barely got my horse calmed down there. So notice there's like acceleration on the horse, but if you just tap the back button, your horse should stop on a dime. Can always tell who the bots are. Name, hashtag. Yeah. See somebody walking around that's like AQFG47. It's like, that's probably not a real person. That's weird. It wants me to skip the other one? It's right here. Why wouldn't I? Alright. Know something I don't know. It's going to have me come back around. Either that or I've gone over the amount of surveys it's able to deal with. Yeah, that's interesting. You think it would have had me like go over here, then get this one, this one. I guess if it's calculating the shortest route between the next, I wonder if it actually would be like shorter with how it's figuring it out. if it's worth fighting the spiders for the drops. Some sulfur, potentially. Hey, Abusa Bus. You are pretty far from most of the markers when you click the maps. Is there a trick to this app that you know where to click the map based on what you're seeing? Yes. You guys can see the add-on, right? It'd be really silly if you guys can't see the add-on. Yeah, looks like you should be able to see it. So when you start doing this, you have to select the map you're on and then where you're coming from. So it's kind of hard to see here, but this I think I can move it a little bit. Oh, this, okay, the map doesn't move with this, but there's this little green dot down here where the Serble portal is to go to the next map. So you tell it, hey, I'm going to start from the Serble portal, or I don't want to click a different button in case it messes it up, but the boarded up exit. Maybe you're over here. And so you tell it, hey, I'm starting from over here. And then when you click on a map, it sends it to the chat log where it is. And so the add-on is reading your chat log, and the chat log only knows where it is based on where you're starting from. So it always has to know your origin location. But so you do all of the maps at one time, and then when you hit the play button, it calculates where to go to next, and then it shows you over here which map is which. So it seems like it's giving me the shortest distance. It's being a little weird because it's had me come up here, and now it's having me come back down. So maybe it's like doing this number or something. But I assume it's pretty. Like you don't even have to have the map or the inventory up for this thing to show up. It's just an overlay. Oh, it. Uh-oh. Looks like we got some music accompaniment. Uh-oh. Pig took you out. Is there a slash dance, or is it just the dance? You no longer is. I've never actually tried this. Find Lana Song Tree in Serble Hills to learn it. Oh, it tells you who to learn it from. That's funny. All right, let's go. Are you gonna be able to tuba me while you're riding? That'd actually be pretty impressive. Over here. I've always wanted to hire somebody to follow me around and play my theme song. It'd be really cool. You go into Subway. Eye of the Tiger's playing. You know, they're just gonna think you're somebody cool. In this case, a tuba following you around might not be the most entertaining. Are you gonna be able to get much tuba playing in while I'm running around map to map? Did I lose you already? I need perfect snail shells. The point is not playing, but the experience I share. You just mean from stacking up the performance appreciation buff? My map's gonna be all weird. Get more riding experience too? Oh. Wonder how long I've been muted for. I didn't know my mic was muted. Yeah, I've been talking this whole time for sure. How long have I been muted for? Kind of a problem of this game is not being able to watch my own stream. 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Wow, I was making a bunch of comments about you coming up to me and playing. Uh, and I was commenting about Matthew Guthrie. I'm baked myself. Didn't even notice. It's funny. I actually got some. What is this? I think it's like the Delta 9 or whatever. It's what's legal in my state. Kind of, kind of points out a couple of different states I could live in. Yeah, I mean, if I'm muted for more than like 5 minutes, I probably forgot. Medicating with a half cap of whiskey. Nice. I had I drank just a couple here of Imperial Luau. It's a Terrapin brand. Passion fruit orange guava IPA. I'm a big fan of the hazy IPAs, but like some of the craft beers in general, I've been just trying a bunch of different brands. It turned me into HR. Talking to him for the half cap of whiskey or IPAs. Hi, I'm in HR rep. Oh no. Oh yeah, like combines or wraps around or whatever with the fat cells and stuff. I should probably be drinking like 0 calorie beers. They're not very tasty at all. Oh, right. So one of the things I was talking about is I need to level up my rep with this guy right here. Who gives... Oh, so happens they give the mother load maps, but he also gives surveying skills 51 to 60. And to be close friends, luckily, he likes gems. So... Uh... I've got a few gems. So at this rate, I give him the good stuff, right? Whew. Comfortable. Great. I really don't want to give him all my gems. So I want to sell my gems. All right. Yeah. So essentially, I have to do more surveys and come back, level this up so I can unlock 51 to 60 survey and eventually get mother loads. Need friends favor level. If I had a little more councils, I would just dump all these gems right now. But I think I want to. Can I sell these gems to him? Can't. Oh, okay. So let me sell a couple. Okay. I don't need that many actually. All right. Okay, smog. Okay, cool. So now I'll be able to actually look at and figure out how to do mother loads. Also with this add-on. Actually, I wonder. I need mining 43 to use it. I can make these, but I. Oh, you need magic sand? Oh. I have some magic sand. These are kind of expensive. Oh, this guy with favor? I'm not sure if like specific gems give him more. They probably do. Oh, he likes crystals. He loves gems but likes crystals. Also likes jewelry. So, looking on this, the instructions for this tool, motherload surveys. Right-click each survey one at a time. You should see a red circle centered around you, showing you where the metal slab could be. A red dotted border around the map you just clicked. The irregular border may look weird, but it gives you map space to click the next map. Future release may improve the look. For now, it shall do. Keep clicking all the survey maps. One to run to one of the other locations in the zone. Listen to the combo box of the PG Surveyor. Then select it. You can select it and then run. Okay. You know a dude that doesn't speak English with some magic sand? Is that some kind of reference to something? So I could. There's other surveys that I haven't done either from the surveying trainer back in Cerbal. Actually, I should probably go back to her next. Yeah, let's go check her out. I'll sell whatever gems I have left because I don't think I need them. Back to server. Okay. I can go check out my player stall. Put some of these slabs or something up for sale. Nothing. I haven't heard anything. That's not good. Should lower my prices. I sold a couple of these at that price. Just lowered it a little bit. I don't think any of those have sold. Surprisingly, those haven't sold. Alright, so I might remove these. I don't think any of those are selling either. Alright, I'm gonna take 20, 50. Should rename my shop. I was calling it the Reliquary. It sounds cool. Want to level augmenting or various equipment, but the requirements are terrible. You got your tubing. Can't run around forever. You're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I got like weapon augmenting or something. Yeah, I think I have weapon augmenting. But that's because I was leveling up blacksmithing and alchemy. But I haven't leveled up all the other stuff. You gotta get alchemy to 25 as a default, but it's not too bad, especially because alchemy has some of the most useful stuff. Okay. I'm gonna sell these for a bit more than whatever they're being offered for at the vendors. Cool. Alright, now let's go to Several Hills, check out the survey trainer there. I have all 25 exact alchemy. Tool making, yeah, tool making's a big one too because there's a lot of stuff like blacksmithing. There's a lot of like low-level crafts that require the tool making items, but you can't get tool making until you have blacksmithing to 25. So you can't even get the other forms of transmutation until you've gotten alchemithing and blacksmithing up because you need tool crafting for the other one. I think the other one requires leather working, so you could do leather working and blacksmithing without tool crafting, but it's easier to leather tool crafting if you have the tools. But you can't get the tools until you level up the other ones first. It's probably not so bad on this survey or server. You can probably buy the tools from players. A fresh server would be a bigger deal. So looking at how much mining it's going to take to level up to do the mother loads, I'll have to decide if I want to do 20 levels of mining. What if there's another mother load before Amar? Probably not. Um, oh, is that why I can't transmute higher stuff? Yep. You'll have to go unlock different transmutation from different vendors as well. Right, augmentation and transmutation are different, but yeah, there's level 0 through 30, and then exceptional better 0 through 30, and then rare 30 through 60, and then simple 31 through 60. So yeah, they like get all the separate things. How do you first unlock mining? I want to say I don't know for sure, but when you do surveys, the low-level surveys, still need level 10 in mining. Not sure if I remember the initial way to unlock mining. I guess you, yeah, I guess you just unlock mining your initial levels through surveying. Uh, Somehow. It's the same vendor I'm going to right now, actually. Um, I'm not sure how that works exactly, but I guess at some point, talk to Jamie over here, and she'll train you. That this will probably pay for itself. Oh, I need like family with her now, which means I need to give her. I can give her metal slabs or higher. Gold, silver. Okay. Yeah. Take this expensive ore. Let's take 15. Wow. 19. Leave myself with 10 of each. So actually, I want 24 of these. Or did I say 10? 5 of each. Whoa, that was nothing. Okay, I shouldn't have given her those because those were simple. Oh well. You made 10K in the casino? Were you doing like monsters and memories, and then you got like windfall tickets and stuff, and you like, or not windfall tickets, but the tickets to do the better paying uh match 3, bejeweled, whatever. Gives you more money. I've gotten those a few times. If you level up your skill high enough, there's like a even higher paying tables. Oh, the fights, really? Okay. I think that's how you really make some money at the casino. Is you can do monsters and memories, and I think it keeps your spot. And so while you're doing monsters and memories, you go and you bet on the fights as they come up. But that's I don't know how many people actually sit there and do all that. I guess if you go around and you write down all the NPCs' information, then you know for like the whole day. Is it is it an in-game day or a real-time day for the NPCs' information on like who's gonna win? Because they'll give you hints. Okay. This might be worth giving to her actually, because I can't. I don't think I can use those just yet. Double check. Yeah. This is not a whole lot of a point to me having them right now because I can't use them on anything. Okay. I have all those ones I just put on my vendor stall too, but I can come back to her pretty easily now with how much I can make money. Yeah, man, the inventory gets crazy. I mean, like you have all this inventory space out here that you can access, but it's a pain to come out here, so I don't usually store stuff here, but arrows here, that's funny. Let's see if Clea. Her inventory reset. She'll buy almost anything, but she doesn't have a whole lot of money each week. Cool. All right, great. We'll buy full price over 285. Yeah, she's like I don't know. It's like weird. She's like a low level vendor. Just never has quite as much money as other people. Never quite pays you the full price. Oh, Yetta and Etabil. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I guess they buy a lot more stuff, but they just don't give you the good price. Is the trade off. All right, this is about my usual end time. I'm going to turn off the overlay here. Put my character back. Normally my avatar is down here in the corner, but I changed it for this stream. And I have like hats you can put on. But I have that turned off at the moment. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Schedule. Have a good night. If you're on Twitch, I'm going to look for somebody to send us over to for a raid. Another Project Gorgon streamer. But otherwise, if you enjoyed the stream, leave a like, follow, subscribe. Consider joining the member as a channel. Consider joining the channel as a member. One of the two. Well, we were talking about smoking earlier, so here's Smoking Dank 5280. Send a raid over to him. He's playing Project Gorgon. Looks like 3946. So he's probably been playing for a little, so he's in the middle of a dungeon right now. If you guys are interested, hey, good night, champion. I think used smoke bomb on my screen. Oh yeah, it actually hinders my view. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna set up this raid. If you want to join over on Twitch, just click in the chat. Throwing it up now. Otherwise, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you later. Plan on making a video about survey tools, so either today or tomorrow. So I'll probably be on probably both days. See you guys later. Have a good one.